SuperKid and the Tower of Time. On a peaceful morning in Stellar City, everything seemed to be going normally. SuperKid, the 10-year-old superhero with black hair and his signature blue, red, and yellow suit, was taking a brief rest on the roof of his house. He had spent weeks saving the city from minor threats, but lately, there was no significant danger requiring his attention. That was about to change. As he watched the horizon, SuperKid noticed something strange. In the distance, an enormous metallic tower had appeared out of nowhere. It wasn't a normal building. It seemed to emit a strange, luminous energy that distorted the air around it. This tower hadn't been there the day before, and now it dominated the skyline. Determined to investigate, SuperKid shot into the air, flying at full speed toward the mysterious structure. Upon arrival, the tower appeared even more imposing. The structure was over 300 meters tall, with a glow that seemed to shift colors. Looking closer, he noticed inscriptions etched into its surface, with symbols and figures belonging to no known civilization. At the base of the tower, he found an open door that seemed to invite him in. Confident in his powers, SuperKid crossed the threshold. As he did, the atmosphere changed completely. He was no longer at the base of the tower. He was in a massive room with clocks of all types covering the walls. Each clock showed a different time. Some moved slowly, others sped up. In the center of the room stood an elderly man with a long silver beard and a crystal staff, watching him with curiosity. "I've been expecting you, SuperKid," the man said in a deep but warm voice. "My name is Kronos, and I am the Guardian of Time. This tower is a portal that connects all eras of the past and future. But something terrible has happened. The flow of time has been disrupted, and if it's not fixed, chaos will destroy not only Earth, but the entire universe." SuperKid listened carefully, aware of the gravity of the situation. Kronos continued explaining that a powerful entity called Tempus, a being who had been banished millennia ago for tampering with time, had escaped from his prison. Tempus was now seeking to control the Tower of Time to manipulate the past, present, and future at his whim. If he succeeded, he could alter key events in the history of humanity and the universe, creating a chaotic and dangerous reality. "I need your help, SuperKid," Kronos said. "You are the only one brave and fast enough to stop Tempus. You must go through the tower and face trials that will take you to different eras. Only at the top of the tower can you confront Tempus." Without hesitation, SuperKid accepted the mission. Kronos warned him that the tower was full of time traps. He could be caught in an infinite loop or sent to a dangerous era if he wasn't careful. Determined, SuperKid pressed on. The first room he entered transported him to ancient Egypt. He was in the middle of a pyramid under construction, and the workers stared at him in awe. But there was no time for distractions. A giant mechanical scarab, activated by Tempus's magic, attacked him. SuperKid used his superhuman speed and strength to defeat it, destroying its temporal core that anchored that part of the tower in the past. With the scarab vanquished, he was transported to the next room. The second room took him to a distant future. Earth no longer seemed habitable, and advanced robots patrolled the ruins of what was once a city. Here, SuperKid had to face a giant robot under Tempus's control. Cleverly, he used the power cables hanging from the destroyed buildings to deactivate the robot, freeing that section from Tempus's control. As he progressed through the tower, each challenge became more difficult than the last. In one room, he was transported to the Renaissance, where he had to protect a young inventor who would later be known as Leonardo da Vinci. In another, he found himself in the middle of a battle for the independence of a small country, ensuring that a key leader wasn't ambushed. Finally, SuperKid reached the last room, the top of the tower. There, Tempus awaited him, floating in the middle of a vortex of broken clocks and fragments of time. The villain, his face hidden behind a silver mask and his dark cloak billowing, smiled maliciously. "You've come far, SuperKid, but you cannot stop me. Soon, I will control time at my will," Tempus said, launching rays of temporal energy at the young hero. The battle was intense. SuperKid had to use all his wits, speed, and strength to dodge Tempus's attacks and find a way to defeat him. Remembering Kronos' words, SuperKid realized he had to break the master clock Tempus was using to control the tower. With one final burst of speed, SuperKid flew at full force and, using all his power, shattered the clock. Time returned to normal. The tower began to fade, and Tempus was dragged back to his temporal prison. Kronos appeared once more, thanking SuperKid for his bravery. "You've saved not only Earth, but the entire universe," Kronos said before returning SuperKid to his time. Back in Stellar City, the tower had completely disappeared. To everyone else, everything seemed as it had before, but SuperKid knew he had changed the destiny of the universe in an unforgettable adventure.